This is Central Asia, a vast mysterious land, one of the farthest lands from the ocean. It is a land with large plains and deserts, and with some of the highest mountains on the earth. A land with long, ancient history and rich exotic culture. Now our focus will be on two of the Central Asian countries, Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan. I will follow a route through two giant mountain ranges, Pamir and Tian Shan. My route will start from Dushanbe, the capital of Tajikistan, and will follow the famous Pamir Highway on its Afghan version to Osh, Kyrgyzstan. Then I will proceed further into the Tian Shan mountains in Kyrgyzstan to one of the most beautiful mountain chains in the world, Terskey Alatoo. Now is early morning. My place to stay, Saho Hostel in Dushanbe, is located exactly beside the point of departure of the shared taxis to Pamir. Many travelers and local people are preparing for departure from here. I find one of the taxis and my journey to the high mountains begins. My next destination is Khorog, the administrative center of Gorno-Badahshan Autonomous Region, and the main starting point for exploring Pamir from Dushanbe. The route from Dushanbe to Khorog is 595 kilometers long. Part of it follows the famous Pamir Highway, but since there is another newly paved road with better quality that passes the town of Khorog, we are going to travel on it. In the beginning, the road is excellent and we advance quickly ahead. We are still in the lowlands of the western part of Tajikistan and the high mountains are still ahead of us. Around noon, the landscape changes. We cross a mountain ridge and start a spectacular descending to the valley of Panch River. This is a very important river separating the ranges of Pamir and Hindu Kush, one of the rivers that form the Amudarya River further below. The border between Tajikistan and Afghanistan runs on the river, and we can see the mountains of Afghanistan on the other side. Soon the valley of Panch River turns into a spectacular mountain canyon, one of the longest canyons in the world. From now, the rugged mountains of Afghanistan, the Afghan bank of Panch and the Afghan villages on it will be at my side for the next 3 days. For now, the road is excellent, newly paved, and traveling on it while watching the spectacular landscapes is a pleasure. Around afternoon we reached the small town Kalai Kump. Here the paved road ends and there is only the old dusty road ahead of us for another 245 kilometers. This is the most challenging part of the trip. We can't advance for more than 30-40 kilometers per hour. It's obvious that we will reach Khorog late at night. Large trucks and jeeps regularly travel on this road and make it dustier and bumpier. Our car has a problem, so seems we can't make it to Khorog today. Now it is early morning. Finally, we made it. Khorog is in front of us. The shared taxi arrives at one of the hostels here, and I get off the car. Now at sunrise, it is time to walk around the town. Khorog is located at the confluence of Panch and Gant rivers, at about 2,100 meters altitude in a deep valley surrounded by extremely steep mountains. This is the center, and the city gradually wakes up. I go to visit the local museum. It presents artifacts from the nature and history of Pamir, so it is a good place to get some impressions from this land before I go further into the mountains. This is the Central Park of Khorog, a nice place for walking and relaxation. In general, that's the most interesting places to visit in the city, and the magnificent landscape around it is actually the most attractive of everything. At noon I finish my stroll around Khorog, and now I am in the market in the western part of the city. From here I am going to get the next shared taxi to Ishkashim, the first stop in the spectacular Vahan Valley, Vahan Corridor, along with the easternmost stretch of Afghanistan. So follow me further in this amazing trip and subscribe to our channel Journey Beyond the Horizon for more video journeys.